Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Hey, I'm Rob. Welcome to my channel. And as you can see here on Old Style Classics tonight, June 19th, 2024. Had the day off. That's sweet. A holiday. And it's just before midnight on June 19th. Slept in today, so not in a big rush to go to bed, but I wanted to get another video out. We're gonna step aside from MSA tonight to do this video. So welcome to Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Shout out to John Mangini, who sent a message on my last video. If you guys want to go watch that, the updated King B discs that I picked up from Check Out My Cards. He talked about those, so if you want to go watch that video and read his comment. So thanks, Mr. Mangini. I appreciate it. So as you can see here, day after Willie Mays died yesterday. So just by chance he is on this 1982 Cracker Jack premium that you can send away for either you got them at this American League one, you could have got them by going to this old timers game, I guess, or sending away for these with proofs of purchase, excuse me. So what we got today is just like the MSA King B discs. You know, I updated that video yesterday because I picked up all the ones that were missing from the years that I didn't have, and so I picked up some more to fill in the gap. So now on the King B's, I do have one King B disc from every annual set. Plus, I have one from the, I guess that I looked at some more of those Legends, the dinosaur one, and they do have like, it's kind of Allen & Ginter like, before Allen & Ginter, some of the goofy stuff they do. And so it's like an imaginary team with dinosaurs and turtles and all kinds of animals playing some position in baseball for some made-up team. And those came out in '89, so I got one of those. And then I also got the 2001, they had the League Legends or something like that, and those were like superstars and Hall of Famers that were no longer playing. The Andre Dawson one I got in that set, and I thought there were two sets of those, but I looked today and all I can see is that there's one set. So there's the 2001 annual set, which I showed you a card yesterday, and then the 2001 Legends, which was done by MSA, but the annual set wasn't. It was done by Pacific. So that's interesting, but I thought there was two different Legends sets, but apparently there's only one. So I guess I have one card from every baseball theme set that they did for the whole King B run from 1988 to 2002. 2002 was new to me. I didn't even know they did it that long. Before we move on to there, so we just showed you the Willie Mays card. Rest in peace, Willie Mays, who died yesterday, one of the greatest of all times. And if you see here, 92, 93, Lobo basketball. So my Lobos have taken some big hits lately. First, like 3 or 4 months ago, we lost Reuben Douglas, who was like who had at one point in time when he played for the Lobos led the nation in scoring. Then like a week ago, we lost Drew Gordon, Aaron Gordon's brother, who was a superstar with the Lobos. Made it to the NBA for a little while. And then less than a week later, Greg Brown, he died in a car accident as well. He's my age, and he was excellent, just wonderful player. If anyone remembers anything about basketball back then when the Lobos were really good, there we go, Uncle Louie and Lucy, Ruff, ruff, ruff. Everyone's a Lobo. But anyways, Greg Brown died in a car accident, so I wanted to give him a quick showing. I'll do some of these minor league and college cards and stuff at a later date, but he just recently died in the last few days, and just a spectacular player. He was up for the Naismith Award, I think his senior season. He's a little dude, but man, he could hit the three-pointers and all that, and he might have played on the team that beat #1 Arizona that one year. So rest in peace, Greg Brown. He was a great player. So that's sad. Lobo's having some bad times lately. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you stuff I picked up. Now 98% of this is baseball. So we showed you these. These were like an 82. And then in 1991, now Cracker Jack was owned through the 80s and the 90s and into the 2000s by Borden, you know, like Elsie the Cow, and then they were bought out by Frito-Lay, which is part of Pepsi, and that's pretty much when they stopped doing cards, when they were no longer part of Borden. So in those 82 cards, and then in 91 you had these, and I just picked this up from Check Out My Cards because I know I have a few already, but I wanted to get an extra one because I'm a Dawson collector, and that one was really, really well centered, so I picked that one up. And so I got, there's a 91. They have a couple series, you know, so there's first and second series. So I guess there was 72 card set that you can get, and these were the Topps ones. So they used Topps, these two, like the Willie Mays ones and this one here. And then of course they would come in one of these little toy surprise things. So there's a card in there, but that's Dunross, so the next year, but look just the same. So you got these in a bag, a thing of Cracker Jacks. All right, so Andre Dawson to start with there. And so I pulled a few others out. We're just going to go down the list, and you know, so this is the second one that I know about. And then the next year they decided to go with Dunross, which is a little cheaper, so I'm just going to show you like one of each. So there's Steve Avery with Braves. So 92 they went with Dunross, and so basically these two cards that I just showed are the same image on their base set, their flagship sets, but obviously the backs are different, and of course the card is a different size than these are regular size cards, just in a 4-card panel that you can peel apart. So obviously they're micro, not micro but mini, but not tobacco mini, smaller than a tobacco mini but bigger than a micro card that like Topps did, which is probably about half that size. So there's the 92, they went with Dunross, and they're cool. And Dawson was in that set as well. And then, alright, hang on just a second. Card went missing, folks. Just bear with me a second, hold on. Alright, and then thanks for holding on there. And then in 93 they did the tribute set to the original 1914-15 Cracker Jack set. Still mini card, and it's not anything like the originals as far as size or anything like that, or the backs. But there you go, there's a Hannes Wagner card, and just a beautiful set. And as you can see there, it's run by Borden. Let's see if we can get this to focus. Alright, so as you can see, Borden. So I'm sure that they have companies that they have print, you know, because they do toys. So anyways, there's a Hannes Wagner card. And then that same, well, I guess in some of these other sets coming up, And I don't know about the Topps and Dunross one, but you could get this, you know, you can order one of these special binders that hold the whole set. So I ordered this off of eBay. It's a little vinyl. Comes with these sheets already in there. And it's enough to hold 3 sets of cards. And then it also comes with the little book, the ball player's book, that shows you each individual card. And you can go back and watch those videos on that. So there we go. We got Ty Cobb right there, one of my favorite players. So you could get those, and I guess in some of the later sets you can do that as well. Now, I showed you like the history, all-star history, and the legends of the game, all-star baseball history and legends, ballpark legends 1 and 2. But before those came out, they had some other cards. Now, at the same time they did these, sometime that same year that they did these in '93, they also did other cards, you know, but these are some of the other cards that they did. And these are some of these airplane cards. So what we got here, got these from Check Out My Cards, England, and that is a Supermarine Spitfire, and those are Cracker Jack. So as you can see, Cracker Jack are, it's a 12 card set, and it shows you, and it even says Cracker Jack here, so it tells you about the set there, how you can get those, and it just basically shows you the, you know, the plane on the front, which I like planes. So recently we've shown you some planes, trains, but not yet any automobiles. But those were cool little airplane cards. I would have loved those at the time. Super into planes, so I picked one of those up, and so definitely picked up another one as well. So Cracker Jack Fighting Planes, CJR number 2, England Vickers Wellington. So same thing on the back, 11 of 12. So there's a bigger plane, like a bomber, or, you know. So I saw these on when I was looking at the Cracker Jack cards on Check Out My Cards, and I never even knew about these. And these came out the same year as like that Hannes Wagner, so '93. So that's cool. I didn't know about that. Picked those up. And then, before we go into the future and show you some of the other cards I got, let's go to the next set of cards that they did. And very much like the Dunross and Topps ones, these came out in 1997, which I didn't know anything about at the time. Super cool. They're back with Topps now. Or are they? Hang on a second. No, it doesn't say Topps on this one. It's the next one. Alright, so these were just done by Cracker Jack, I guess. Yeah, they look like Topps, but they're not. So anyways, so I picked one of these, or a couple of these up off it. Check Out My Cards through eBay. And these are the '97 All-Star Cracker Jack. Same size as these other ones. You know, basically the same size. So with a lot clearer images and all that. So there you go, Hall of Famer Jeff Bagwell. Pick that one up, and they got some really pop on the back compared to the other ones. So that is a '97 series, 20 cards there. It doesn't say there's multiple series, but there could be. There you go, Hall of Famer Jeff Bagwell. And there's the small print there. So like I said, that's about the same time that old MSA had a falling out with Players Association, so pretty sure that wouldn't be a MSA card. And then I picked up another one, another Hall of Famer. Obviously they're not logoed, so no license there, but Paul Molitor, Hall of Famer. And so those are cool cards. I didn't even know about those back in the day. And that would have been right about the time I started recollecting some stuff, and I just must have never seen them when I went to the store. Maybe just about a year before I really started noticing stuff again. Like, I was just starting to notice those King B discs again, so I guess I didn't see these. There you go, 12 of 20 Paul Molitor. So I'll have a few cards from that set in my collection. And then we're going to jump into the future to 2002, and that's going to be with Topps this time. So these cards are definitely bigger, you know, definitely a lot bigger than the original Topps ones they did in '91. So there you go, you got the big hunk there, Frank Thomas. So you can see they definitely increased the size. And 2002, and so you can see there's Ichiro. So I had to get me an Ichiro card. This is one of the reasons I really wanted to get some more of these. Obviously I like oddball stuff and want one from each different one, and I love Cracker Jack cards, but Ichiro, yeah, he's one of my favorite like Cub players and all that. So I really like Ichiro, probably go in the Hall of Fame next year. So there's Topps back in business with old Cracker Jack there. You can see the small print there. Don't know if it says that's still Borden or not. Well, Frito-Lay, so they were with Frito-Lay by then, so I guess even Frito-Lay did a few of these card sets. And there he is, Mr. Ichiro Suzuki, and those are really nice looking cards. Obviously an odd size card, but that's okay. I like these kind of things. Alright, let's set that down there for a second. Pull one of these out again and just show you the difference between normal size card right there. Follow the dotted line. And once again, compared to the minis. Alright, so that is awesome. Love Ichiro. Surefire Hall of Famer. And of course I'm not just going to get one, I'm going to get two. So, recent Hall of Famer, Todd Helton. So I saw this and the price was pretty decent. Now of course when I was on Check Out My Cards, when you do check out my cards, you just got to do a big order. So kind of figure out all the stuff that you want, that you can afford, and then order it all at once. You're going to save a lot in shipping, because the shipping's $5 just to start with. And then it starts to be like 50 cents, and then 25 cents, and so on per item after that. So if you're ordering like 20 or 30 things, it's way cheaper than if you did like each individual. You'd be broke. Alright, so Todd Helton, beautiful backs on these, 30 card set. So just spectacular. I love Cracker Jacks. Of course I'd love to complete this set some point in time. Would be great. Alright, and then in 2003, so just a couple of years later, they did some kind of game, like a game board, and it's Cracker Jack All-Stars, and it was this Cracker Jack All-Stars game, and now it's supposed to be like this, like a diamond. I know it's still square, but everything's printed diamond-like. So this Cracker Jack All-Stars, and there was like a fold-out plastic, like paper or poster-like board, I think, that you can fill with these things, and some kind of game, or just in honor of the All-Star game, or something like that. I really don't know more than what I'm showing you and what little I've seen. Like, you can buy I think like the poster that holds these cards, and it's, I think, pretty but big set, but they're super cool, and they're really thick stock, and there it is. So they are meant to be put in that aspect like a diamond. That's bin sheets, so as you can see, that's 2003 there, and so it's just Players Association on there. But as you can see, got the Major League Baseball logo as well as the players, because it does have the logos. So I think that's why I think this has something to do with the All-Star game. So obviously with the All-Star game, they want to represent the teams, and they're just super cool cards. I really dig those. You know, not a huge image of the player or anything like that. It's been a lot of that front showing you their stats, but it's just super cool. I dig that. Those are awesome. But these ones, probably 2 to 3 times as much as any of these other cards that I'm showing you, except maybe the next few. These ones carry some value because I think not a lot of people knew about them. But these ones are definitely probably the most expensive of the ones that I've showed you up to this point in time. Obviously not as expensive as 1914 and 15. That's one of my goals, to have one of those someday. Alright, so let me see here. I'm not too sure about the year. I know these next few sets are 2005 and 2006. In 2006, they did a 2 series. Well, no, they did 2005. That's right. Now I got it figured out. Alright, so this is 2006. 2006. Okay. So then in 2005, they came out with the Ballpark Legends. So this one here, like we just showed you, is 2003. So 2 years later, they came out with these Ballpark Legends. Now I showed you the ones that I have on the Ballpark Legends. Already, but I needed to get, this is one of the ones that, so the Ballpark Legends ones, just like these last few cards, I didn't know anything about those, and then by the time I'd ever seen these in Cracker Jack, I bought a few and then they were gone. And so then the next year when they did the Ballpark Legends 2, I got a whole bunch, and you see I had a complete set. And then the next one, the All-Star ones, I got a bunch of those as well. But this Ballpark Legends one is one of the ones I didn't have a lot of. But before I show you which card I did pick up, I'm going to show you that I actually did keep some of the packaging for some of this stuff. But let me do this one first, because the packaging I have is for the Legends 2. So I'll show you this one before I show you the wrapper. So yes, people, I did keep a wrapper of the Cracker Jack when they still came in foil. Alright, so it's obviously not inside its penny sleeve there, but that was probably me because I took this card out because I had it all flattened out and spread eagle, which I don't care much for. Sorry, people. There we go. Alright, so this is the Ballpark Legends 2. Excuse me, Ballpark Legends 1. And it won in a series of 10 collectible prizes, and then it had another one of these tabs right here, and this was just in the box of Cracker Jack. And then it talks about the original Cracker Jack set on the back. And of course, people, the card that I needed and wanted to get, one of my favorite pre-war players, and of course I needed to pick me up the Ty Cobb. So there we go, got me a Ty Cobb. So hopefully we can get that to focus in there. Alright, so there we go. So Ty Cobb in his spectacular 24 seasons in the Major League, man known as Georgia Peach, hit for a record 367 batting average, 2,245 runs scored, and so on and so forth. You can pause that and read the rest of that. And they're just simple, really kind of thin stock. very postage stamp like, but they're not stickers or anything. And that's the Ty Cobb. Now, before these came out, like between the 97s and that little game piece, they had like stickers, like I showed the Mark McGwire facsimile sticker and stuff that you can get. You can go back and watch that episode, the other episodes of the Cracker Jacks, if you want to see some of the other random Cracker Jack stuff that I did get over the years, because I would always look for more Cracker Jack stuff. Now this was more recent, but like nowadays they're just kind of giving you like a sticker, you know. This is actually the price that's in the current Cracker Jacks that you can get like at 7-Eleven. Those bags come like next to Doritos and stuff like that. But like in the late like 99, 2000, they had like stickers like this, but it had like Mark McGwire's autograph. And then sometime around then, I guess they did some little pins, like a pin that you would wear on your clothes, like an image of Mark McGwire or something like that. So there are some other things, but I'm less interested in that stuff than the actual card. But who knows, that may be something on my radar down the road. But this is what you can get in Cracker Jack as we speak, 2024. But anyway, so this Ty Cobb, it's very, you know, stamp-like looking, but it's not. And then it talks about, here's your complete set. There's names on there. Cy Young, Ty Cobb, Honus Wagner, George Sisler, Walter Johnson, Thurman Munson, Joe Jackson, Satchel Paige, Roy Campanella, and Lou Brock. And then, of course, it's got a stat line. You need to take these off, these things here off, and just have the card, which I'll show you in the next set. But there we go. There's his stats there, and I love these cards. They're just super cool. 2005, Ty Cobb, worldwide, his family or whoever owns the rights to his imaging and all that. So that's one of the things. The other ones that I got from Check Out My Cards. So that's super cool. And then, so here we go. Here's the next one. So this is 2006. So the Cracker Jack Ballpark Legends 2 Harmon Killebrew. Now this is without little wrapper on it. So you can see the series, the first one, and then there's the second one. Basically the same. And but it says Ballpark Legends 2, and it came out the next year. So here's a loose one. Comes just like that Ty Cobb, otherwise just different names on it. And there's the stat line for that. So really quick. Alright, so Ballpark Legends 2 here. This is the little wrappers they would have came in. So there's the, oh, what luck, I just grabbed the one that he came out of. So there's different players, a little more modern players than like the Ty Cobb era. So you can read that. More about Harmon Killebrew, his 573 home run career, but no story on the back. So there's your difference right there. And so that came out, I think, early baseball season, 2006. And then, well, besides that, and I just showed you the little wrapper thing that came in. Here's, you know, I took this off the box. I just peeled this off the box. But if you look, it says, and they still used foil to kind of keep it fresh. So I took the cardboard box off and peeled this Cracker Jack off thing for just this reason. Why I'm showing you this today is because I like to remember back to, oh, I wonder what it looked like back then. Now you can see images online and all that, but somebody had to do it, and I dig that. So those are advertising these. So this must have been pretty early in the year, I believe, unless it came after the All-Star one, but guess I can search around and look for the expiration date or best by date. So your prize inside was one of these, and I think that's super cool. I love to see the packaging that stuff came in. So I don't know if I got a expiration date anywhere on here or not. Yep, I even wrote down on pencil there 2006, summer 2006. I knew this wasn't really going to be worth anything other than information, and some people like me like this kind of stuff because wouldn't you like to see an original Cracker Jack box from the 1914 ones, or at least the stuff that came in? So I think that's super cool. Now, during that same year, Cracker Jack also did another set. Alright, where is it? Alright, and not only did they do another set of the All-Star Baseball history, by then Topps was doing their own Cracker Jack themed cards in the hobby boxes. They have nothing to do with this stuff, but in those was an advertisement for the All-Star Baseball history that you could pick up in Cracker Jacks. So these came in with the hobby packs of cards that you could buy at the store, at the hobby shop. So these did not come in a Cracker Jack product. So it's just an advertising card for the different cards that you can get in that set. And so let me pull one of those out for you. Alright, just a second here, folks. Hold on. Alright, everybody, so there's the checklist. This came from Topps. They would be randomly inserted in certain ones of those packs. And this is what would have come inside the box of Cracker Jack. And now these are the last set of cards that I know that Cracker Jack has done. It's got the same information there, and then it's got this puzzle that you fold this card up and it'll fold it over, and then this side and this side come together and it gives you the answer. And this one just happens to be, okay, the Pete Gray, the one-armed batter, 1944. So you can read about Pete there, and it's just kind of a comic-y image. You know, it looks like Pete Gray, but not like in fine detail, but I think they're super cool. And they got these lines down here, the perforations that you can fold this card over, maybe set it up like a diorama. And but it doesn't have like stats on the back, so if you want to keep his stats or his story, you need this little sheet that it goes with. And so these, also that same summer, obviously I saved another wrapper for Cracker Jack, and here it is. So like I said, I don't know, I'd imagine this came out second. I don't think they would have put Ballpark Legends 1 out, then this, and then Ballpark Legends 2. It's possible, but I don't think so. But anyways, All-Star Baseball history, and that came in a box Cracker Jack. And if you know anything, when you're collecting cards like these Cracker Jack, if they ever do it again, you know, you go to like Walmart or something, and they sell these in like the actual box in little 3-packs, and it's like as much to buy a 3-pack as it would be to like buy one of these, or to go to like 7-Eleven and buy the big bag, you know, the Dorito sized bag of and only get one card in those. For the same price, if you go to Walmart or something, you can get the little 3-packs, and then you get 3 cards. So that's just the cheaper way to do it. So that's my baseball card investing advice for the day. Save yourself some money if they ever do this again. Buy the little 3-packs, or go to like the dollar store or Dollar Tree or something if they sell Cracker Jack. Maybe you might get them when they're just about to expire, and I'm really getting it for the cards. I like Cracker Jack, they're fine, but not something I'm looking for every week, a couple times a year. But I'll eat a lot of Cracker Jack when they do this stuff. So there it is, folks. So we're all caught up, and what we've got from Check Out My Cards to finish off at least having one card from all these different Cracker Jack cards that they did. So even this is a card, totally different, but you know, super thin stock. But that's a card. Looks like a stamp, but it's a card. So today we picked up 2003, 2001, I believe, or 2002, whatever, 97, a couple 97s, beautiful cards, and an extra 91 of my man Andre Dawson, along with that Ty Cobb card. So there you have it, folks. So now we're all caught up again, once again, with these Cracker Jacks. And look, I went way overboard again, went too long. But hey, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy this. And send anyone my way who's into this stuff. All right, Rob out. Bye.